let's take a full 360 here on topics, all right? So I'm on the 4th Harry Potter book. I'm on Goblet of Fire, right?
Okay.
Love the book so far. Love the book. Mad-Eye Moody actually doesn't really act like the way he acts in the movies, but this goes into my hot take for today when it comes to hot takes today. Okay, so what in the movies? Well, you read the first book. I've read 4 of them already.
Yeah, I'm right now, for context, I'm in the middle of like 4 different series right now. I made that mistake. So I kind of want to dwindle my series down before I continue on with the Harry Potter, considering there are 7 books. So I'm finishing off my series before I start it.
There is a lot of books.
Yeah.
And like, it's funny because the first book is 9 hours, the next book is 16, the next book's 17. This book I'm reading now is 21 hours, you know?
That's 24, then 28, then 32.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But was Dumbledore more manipulative than caring to Harry Potter?
I say 50-50.
I agree.
Because there are times when you could tell Dumbledore was there to protect Harry and like there to care for Harry essentially, but then other times too, like he brought Harry alongside him for all the Horcruxes when he was alive. Besides the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, because I think it's more of a there's a 50-50. He cared about Harry, but I think how it was is that he cared about Harry, but he had to do what he had to do, right? He had to make sure Harry lived out his life up to a certain point to get killed by Voldemort at his most weakest point, right? He had to make sure certain things were getting played out, no matter if it was morally wrong or morally right or whatever it was. He had to do what he had to do. I think that's the manipulative part of it.
Yeah, I mean, even kind of going off of what you said about like being manipulative. During the last movie, when we were all looking into Snape's memories through his tears, Snape says, "Don't tell me now you're going to care for the boy."
Yeah, but I think he meant that towards Snape, because I don't think he meant that Snape cared. He probably didn't think that Snape cared too much about Harry Potter. You know what I mean? He cared more about Lily, so that's why he protected Harry Potter.
It was, yeah, for sure, Lily, because he hated his father.
Yeah. So when I first watched it, I took it as that, like Dumbledore was the one, like, kind of whatever. But I think he meant more of that to Snape. But this goes into our next thing here. HBO Max is coming out with a Harry Potter show. What do you mean? I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
I'm actually very excited for this. I love Harry Potter.
Okay, yeah. Harry Potter is definitely one of my favorite movies of all time. I love the books. Yeah, I've only read the first book. Actually, we have our Harry Potter wand sitting right there behind Daniel.
This is Professor Snape's wand.
I have Voldemort's wand in my
favorite
house.
Character, Professor Snape, right here.
Voldemort used to be my favorite character.
Ugh.
But anyway, okay. Harry Potter is dead.
But I am very excited for this show.
Okay, I'm excited, and I'm excited to the point that I heard that they are really, really incorporating the books.
I hope they do. Well, that gives them... Okay, so here's the benefits of having a show. You have more time to explain things.
Instead of having only an hour and a half to 2 hours, you have 10 hours per season.
Yeah, you can do an hour and a half each hour show, right? And for like 8 or 9 episodes, right? But they're going to have to. I mean, I've already seen some set pictures. It looks like they're going to. But they need to include things like what Professor Snape actually was to Harry during these books. Because during the books, he is a... You know what?
He's a menace.
No, like they don't even show it too much in the movies.
Oh no, yeah, but even in the first book that I read, he was a menace, bro.
Yeah, but once you start getting to like the third book, he really doesn't like Harry Potter. Like, obviously not in a non-loving way. He just resents Harry Potter because of his father. That's basically the whole point of Snape, right? Snape treats him like crap because he looks like his father, so he sees his father and he gets
But
angry.
he's still there to protect him.
Of course, no, he loves Harry Potter because of his mother.
Yeah.
You know, so he has to protect Harry Potter, but they need to show things like that, right? They need to show Peeves.
Agreed.
Like, Peeves, even though he isn't too much of a plot point, he gives extra obstacles to the characters. Like, he dumps water on people, or he'll go tattletale to Filch, right? Because Peeves is a poltergeist that just roams around Hogwarts tormenting people, you know?
Now, do you think they are going to still follow like the same thing where, let's say, season 1 is Harry finding the Sorcerer's Stone. Season 2 is Harry opening the Chamber of Secrets.
That's probably where they're going to go. That would be the
You think
easiest
so?
one.
And like the season finale is the end of the movie or the end of the book when the big thing actually happens.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the easiest way to go about it. You could have an easy 6 or 7 seasons of, you know, the books. You know, just follow what the books are.
Yeah, I mean, that's easy. That's easy 7 seasons. but it's more so the fact, will they stay on course for the whole Harry Potter plotline, or will they kind of steer from it as time goes on?
They would need to stick to it, because the thing is that this is such a beloved franchise. I love it.
One of the most beloved.
Theme parks, merchandise, people, millions of people are diehards. Like, I love this series. Like, I love Harry Potter. It's so cool.
Actually, really this right here.
Yeah, you got Sirius Black.
Sirius Black right here. Look at that.
Did you guys like the Fantastical Beast?
I didn't like Fantastic Beasts.
I liked the first one. The second one was pretty good because it showcased Johnny Depp a lot more.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the last one sucked.
Last one was terrible.
I liked them until I just wish they didn't change the Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, yeah.
Yeah, well, we don't know how that's.
Because that last Grindelwald.
Yeah, that was Grindelwald.
That was Grindelwald, exactly.
That was the McGriddle. But speaking of Johnny Depp, casting choices. People are interested in the casting choices for this new Harry Potter show. People are raving about the whole Snape character thing, which here it is. So it has nothing to do about a race thing. It has everything to do about the fact that you can't do a better than Alan Rickman. If you do something, if you had, say, they had to make the character that way, because if they had, say, a white guy play Alan Rickman, right? Not Alan Rickman, sorry, play Snape. People would destroy the show saying it doesn't look like Professor Snape.
Yeah, I mean, Snape, yeah, he was that menace to Harry Potter, but he had that, I hate this word, but he had that aura to him.
Yeah.
I really hate that word, but he had that aura to him that everyone loves and that no one can replicate.
Yeah, I think it is a good idea that they switch the casting around a little bit, especially for Snape, because because remember, it all depends on the interpretation of what people, see the books as. But if you do another guy and he looks either a little too much like Alan Rickman, because Alan Rickman embodied that character so well, it's not even funny. Like, even when you're reading the books, you see Alan Rickman. Especially if you watch the movies first, right? I think it's a fine choice. It works out to their benefit, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, because at the end of the day, there's always going to be people mad or upset that the original Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, Rupert Grint isn't there to be Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
Exactly.
But again, that was 20 years ago?
Yeah, exactly. But also for this topic, just because we're going to get into our next thing here, which is going to be a lot of fun for you guys. But season 1, sorry, I don't even know why I put episode 1 on there, but season 1 is going to be all... You know what's funny? I think it's called the Philosopher's Stone in the books instead of the Sorcerer's Stone.
The original book, before it got fully published, I'm pretty sure, don't kill me, was the Philosopher's Stone. And actually, it has a few typos in it, a few mistakes in it. So
they call it the Philosopher's Stone.
So when J.K. Rowling actually went back and revised it and actually fully published it, it was called the Sorcerer's Stone.
But yeah, exactly. But it's going to be about the Sorcerer's Stone and the actions that play around the Sorcerer's Stone.